Hey everybody, call me Felix, and this is the first of 3 restaurant reviews at the garish Okada Manila Resort. We're starting off our little series at the Medley Buffet for a weeknight dinner. I've been wanting to try Medley Buffet for some time, as based on the over-the-top reputation of the Okada Hotel itself, I went in with high expectations that the Medley Buffet will be a hybrid between my all-time favorite buffet in Manila, the world-famous Spiral at Sofitel, and the High Street Cafe at Shangri-La Fort BGC, which for me, dish by dish, is the most consistently high-quality buffet around Metro Manila. To me, Medley specializes in Pan-Asian cuisine. For instance, the Asian soup station here is quite elaborate in that you can select from a myriad of ingredients and broths. There's plenty of Chinese dim sum and roast meats, hearty Korean dishes, and an extensive spread of Indian cuisine to choose from. Seeing how the namesake of this hotel is Japanese, you can also expect above-average Japanese food beyond the usual sushi and sashimi. Many luxury hotel buffets in Metro Manila offer custom seafood cooking stations, and Medley is no exception. Although you won't find a temple of gastronomy such as the cheese room at Spiral, there's a good-sized Western food selection and an even bigger dessert selection here at Medley. My preconceptions of Okada's Medley Buffet were that it was practically a Spiral Buffet Junior with an emphasis on the Pan-Asian cuisine. Did Medley Buffet surpass expectations? Well, keep watching to find out. Alright everybody, we're doing the Monday night, the first Monday night of the new year 2022. Monday night here at the Okada Manila, the Medley Buffet. So not exactly the Sunday brunch. I always want to go to the Sunday brunch of every single buffet, but because we're not here staying in Okada during a Sunday, I might as well just review the buffet anyway for a weeknight. So here I have some seaweed soup, starting out light because I'm doing assorted sashimi and rolls. Okay, I'm gonna try out this soup. I'm really hungry, guys, but I want to do it right by doing some light fare first. So here's some comforting soup. It's just a little egg drop soup. Consistency is not too eggy, not too creamy, not too substantial. But there's some beautiful tofu and there's a beautiful seaweed flavor. There we go. There's a really pleasant taste of the sea. Oh, I love salmon sashimi. They don't have tuna here on the weeknight, but just get this mixed up with our wasabi and our soy. There you go. I never get tired of salmon sashimi, and this is really super fresh. Get it with some pickled ginger. Like that. And they give you a dollop of pickled ginger if you like. You're gonna have some tuna nigiri here. Dip that generously in our soy wasabi sauce. It's just a light, natural saltiness to that tuna nigiri. Try it with some more pickled ginger. Pickled ginger kind of has it's a little punchy with the salt, and also punchy with the vinegar, which I like, I have to say. And lastly, I got some tamago nigiri. The egg is nice and bouncy. Cool. Then I finished my my light appetizers, and then we're gonna go for heavier stuff. Maybe some dim sum. Back in bed. Let me see, what have we here? I like tom yum soup with lechon belly. What's this, roast pork? Pork, yeah. Oh, okay, a bit of that. Egg? Oh, okay. Some of that noodle. And then let me see. Fish ball. Some beef ball, a little bit. Yeah. Let me see. Some bird's eye chilies. That's for later, I guess. I'll go with some of the scallion and some spinach.
yum set?
Tom yum soup, yes. Ooh.
Or shrimp set?
Yeah, sure. That's fantastic.
With egg.
Yep. And then it's a bird's eye chili. Hands down.
Chili
Yes. Yep. There we go. There you go, Warren. Go get it. Ooh la la.
What else?
What else? I think some dim sum is in order. So let's bring that to the table and then pork and shrimp shumai, 2 of them.
2 piece, sir?
Yes. 2
Anything
pieces.
else, sir?
Chicken feet. A couple will do. Ooh, look at that.
Sorry, sir?
Huh?
Add?
Yeah, just 2.
Oh, 2.
Yeah. 1 show pao.
1 shopo.
This is asado.
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay. And then, let's see, pork spare rib. I guess 1 of everything. Yeah, 1 of every. Ooh.
Sorry.
Made you nervous when I said 1 of everything else.
Anything else, sir?
Yeah, that's why I said 1 of everything else. So you got vegetable dumpling.
Vegetable dumplings.
I'll take 1.
And how about panda bun, sir?
Yeah, 1 panda bun. Ooh.
Oh, yummy.
And
Hot
then I want chili, calamansi, and soy.
Okay.
There we go. Thank you.
Thank you, enjoy.
Thank you. The soup station has some wonderful broths. So they have tom yum, they have tom kha, and they also have laksa. But I chose some tom yum as the second round soup. I've loaded it with so many ingredients. Some egg noodle, some fish ball, some hard-boiled egg, some chili, and the soup has some prawns already in it. And I've added 2 types of pork here. I think like lechon Macau and some roast pork. Let's try this out. Looks quite rich. Kind of has more like a sinigang sort of texture, mouthfeel, and taste. I don't see any chopsticks, so I'm gonna have to take some of this with my fork. Take some of this with my fork. There's egg noodles. They're the thin egg noodle type. And it catches some of that chili in the soup. I think I had seen some chili paste. I forgot to put it in there. Asked to get it put in there. I think it could use that because actually these noodles are catching on to that spice quite decently. That soup's a little bit restrained, but it does have like a little kick. Could use more of a basil kick for me. Alright, there we go. Got some of that lechon Macau, I think. And that soup. I think I made it really nice and spicy. For me, it just lacks a little bit of like that smooth coconutty mouthfeel. Just a little bit of that. That's what's lacking. And then could use more of an herbal kick. But I think despite that, I'm enjoying it. I even got some beef ball in here. It's really a complete meal in one bowl. A wonderfully spicy tom yum soup. And again, wish there was a little more lemongrass. Wish there was a little more coconut mouthfeel flavor. And you should get into this prawn. Okay, the shrimp. Shrimp head's nice plump. I think that bodes well for our seafood, fresh seafood course. But there you go, in our tom yum. Now it's fresh, it's fibrous shrimp. It's been in the soup for quite a bit. Pork and shrimp shumai. It's nice and, gentle tasting, the shrimp, and then the roe on top. And then that wrapper doesn't feel too flabby. So it's good texture. Let's try this vegetable dumpling. And there we go. You get some nice chew from like the carrots and like water chestnut. Nice crunch there. And I feel like a mushroomy flavor in those vegetable dumplings. Quite nice. And then I'll try our black bean spare ribs. I feel like it's a little bit bony as far as like the proportion between bone, meat, and fat. Usually for me, I would expect a little fattier, but this is a little more trim than I like. Okay, I'm gonna help myself to a chicken foot. The chili with the soy and calamansi, they actually elevates the kind of that roasted flavor of those chicken feet, like a roasty sweetness. Here is some siopao. I think it's some. I asked the guy. I think it's some asado here. Ooh, look at that. And there you go. Looks like pork asado siopao. Not overly sweet, actually. That diced pork, a little too diced. It kind of feels like a little more filling, or a little more of the filling than it is about the barbecue pork. Rips up the last bit of it in that soy chili calamansi dip. Last thing, here is the lotus and salted egg dumpling, or lotus and salted egg panda bun. It's not as oozy as I thought it would be. Almost sounds like a restrained yellow mung bean taste, like a yellow mung bean water chestnut taste. Okay, back in a bit for more food. I'm thinking I should try some Japanese food that's not sushi. Round 3, we're gonna get some shabu shabu.
Oh, paper.
Shabu shabu. Then, ooh, I think we should go for some salmon head. Look at that grilled salmon head. Maybe some that stir-fried vegetable. Going for ginger. I think I'm okay with that. I would rather just have some salmon head. Chicken? Some asado. Yes, definitely. Lechon Macau. And then all the sauces. Okay, round 3. I did promise some Japanese food. That's a whole lot of tempura there. And some vegetable fritters. I definitely got some shabu shabu. I already got some soup. I'm really in a mood for soup. So this is their already mixed shabu shabu. It's got some cabbage. It's got some what look like... They look like soba noodles, but they really not. Buckwheat noodles. Then some vegetables here. I think we got some bits of pork too. Like pork roll. Nice. And then we got some Chinese roasted meat. Pork asado, soy chicken, Hainanese chicken, and some lechon Macau. Looks good. So let's try some shabu shabu. What I get is that miso. It's like a buttery, twangy miso too. Complements well with those fresh vegetables. And I quite enjoy that. And you get some of this noodle. They're smooth noodles that have that nice miso taste already imbued in them. It's a fish cake. And lastly, some of that pork from underneath. Looks like some roasted pork roll with some noodle. There's a nice elegant soup. Next up, our tempura pile. There you go, some shrimp tempura. So these have been sitting out a little bit, but they look fresh. They're always cooked on the hour. They're always cooked and replenished very quickly. And there you go. The batter's white. Light, crisp, plump shrimp. And it's very clean tasting. There's no aftertaste whatsoever. Try some of that fish tempura. There's no like fishy like taste. It's just like clean. But there's a beautiful saltiness, that subtle saltiness that just shines through in the end. Oh, pasta. That's good. And lastly, I'm gonna try some of these vegetable fritters. And here. A little bit too starchy and a little bit too hard. Now that I eat my roast meats, I've got this lovely ginger paste to the side. I dip that Hainanese chicken in. Kind of not complete because you have that slacking the soy and the chili, but let's give it a try. That chicken, there's a lot of aromatics already in it. Kind of like a gentle gingery taste. And then with that ginger paste, add some freshness and some crunch. The chicken also brushed a bit of that yellow mustard with that ginger paste. That really tastes good. I think I'm gonna do the same to my lechon Macau. And some yellow mustard. Light, airy skin. Chop up just right. With just like a teensy little layer of fat. Or it's a little more fat closer to the, and another layer of fat. So it's really juicy, salty, fatty bit. And they're cut bite size. They're really like little pockets of flavor. I really love it with that mustard and a little bit of that ginger paste. That soy chicken, oh, chicken breast. Okay, chicken breast. It's almost like a bit creamy, that chicken breast. I think it needs though the hoisin. More of the hoisin. And lastly, we have some of this pork asado, which I'm just gonna dredge in that hoisin anyway. Alright, there we go. The asado meat's a little dry, but it soaks up, of course, that pool of hoisin so well. Okay, I'm gonna finish as much food as I can here and move on to the next thing. Maybe Indian food? Back in a bit. This fourth round, am I in fourth round? Yes, I'm in fourth round. It's totally Indian. So what I have here is some mushroom peas curry. I have some dal makhani, Goan fish curry, some lamb sikh kebab, and one piece of chicken tandoori, and then one garlic naan. Well, I have some cucumber raita, tamarind sauce, mint chutney, and some mixed pickles. So I'm gonna diversify here, or break the monotony. What should I go for first? I feel like some dal makhani myself. You see, not liquidy, it's almost like a stew or sauce sort of consistency. And here we go. It's like a kind of has like a little bit, I don't know if I'm imagining it. It's a more creamy back end, kind of like a cottage cheese or like a paneer sort of aftertaste that I get. But those lentils are smooth. The curry is smooth. Not a ton of heat there. I'm gonna balance it with a little bit with cucumber raita, something to cool it. Yeah. It's really punchy with the sour. Like that yogurt is coming in punchy. It's a good complement to some of the richer dishes here on this side. Let's try some of that mushroom out. There's a bit of crunch in that onion that's there. And again, it's a nice, like, gentle curry. And good consistency too to the curry. Bounce out a bit. Raita. Finish it with a mint chutney. Ooh, the mint chutney has a nice sour herbal kick of spice in there too. Love that sensation. We have some of this Goan fish curry. Oh, hopefully it's not dry. Kind of looks a little pasty. Okay, get this piece here. It's flaking like that. There we go. That fish kind of has like a sharp, fishy taste. Not saying that it's like bad, but I just think it's a little more, I wish it was a little more muted, because the salinity of the fish is really coming out. And then, I don't mean like it's salty, but it's just that the fish has almost got like a, for me it's kind of like a sardine kind of taste. I don't like sardine. I don't like canned sardines especially. And that's what it's tasting like. You have some of this garlic naan. It's been sitting out a little too long, because then it's gonna become a little hard and chewy. I know what to do with this. Lamb kebab. Hit it up with a cucumber raita. Let's follow it with some mint on this side, and then some tamarind sauce in the middle. Get ourselves a flavor bomb. There you go. For me, it's got some good flavor. I'm adding the chutney, adding some tamarind sauce, adding some raita. That's built in more flavor. It's a little pasty. It's like a cross between a pasty chunk of meat with, I don't like Ilocano longanisa for me, without the lard. Kind of like a little too fresh ground without as much fat. There you go. And then, last but not least, try some chicken tandoori out. This too, I feel, had been sitting out a little too long. Chicken has been sitting out a little long, but I really love that flavor burst with that raita paired with the tandoori. It doesn't taste, the tandoori is a little bit bland as far as that sauce mix in it. It's not as juicy as far as that drumstick. Again, because it's been sitting out a little too long. Okay, that's the Indian food reviewed. I have no idea where I'm going to go from here. I think maybe some seafood, maybe try some Filipino food. Back in a bit. I didn't really feel like getting anything additional. So, I don't know. I wanted some lechon belly, but then it got to just the leftover stuff, or what was remaining. So, I just wanted to give you a sampling of the seafood here. That you have fresh seafood that you can cook it any way you want. So I got 4 mussels, and then I think after this I just want some gelato. I just want some gelato, and that's it. Not so much that I'm full. It's just that getting tired. Okay, everything's been pretty good thus far here at Medley, but knockout dish, not sure we're gonna get a knockout dish. Hopefully this is it right here. Some cheese and garlic mussels. Some mussels really plump, and that cheese is really rich, almost saucy even. Love the caramelization of the garlic on top. So, out of the seafood items, out of all the seafood items I could have gotten, I figured this must be the best thing out of the fresh seafood. Actually, the fresh prawns are really good without having to get them cooked in either way. Just steamed is fine. because it's got plenty of head butter on there. Let's look at that tom yum. From. Okay, let's finish this and then let's get some dessert. Okay, so I have no interest in any more savory courses. So I'm gonna have some ice cream, and I took inspiration from one of those like 3-in-1s, ube, vanilla, cheese, strawberry, and chocolate. So I took every single flavor they had here of ice cream. Oh, I never know what I'm gonna get. It's really creamy and satisfying. It's all the right notes for me. Might spark up my appetite for more dessert, I would think. That ube is really fresh ube. JP, cousin JP, always freaks out at ube. Like that earthy sweetness. He doesn't really like that. But I love it. I just want to love it myself. Very satisfying and refreshing and not too rich dessert. Okay. So I think that's gonna... Let's get some final thoughts on the Medley Buffet. Although this is a weeknight buffet, I try to do more Sunday brunches. But again, we're only here from Monday today till Friday morning. So no chance to get Medley on Sunday brunch. Warren, what do you think about your buffet experience here at Medley? I think you bogged down very quickly.
Yeah, because I was eating like too fast. Then
Yeah.
I'm super hungry, and I really like the Indian food here.
The Indian food?
Yeah,
The Indian food's really good.
and their soup also.
Uh-huh.
Wow, that was fantastic.
The custom soup? Yeah.
Yeah,
So I think all the dishes we've tried here are pretty good. Some, better than others, obviously.
yeah,
But
yeah.
for me, there's no real home run dish. But I really love the simplicity of having cheese and garlic baked mussels. Really good.
Yeah, it's really good.
Yeah. So this is one of those. I think it's kind of like the perfect combination between selection, breadth of selection, and the cooking is quite good. Nothing really for me to say that's like bad. Not a bad dish here.
But
So-
I think some other dishes like kind of is like muted.
Yeah.
That's okay because
Yeah, I thought so too. But there's
Yeah.
such a good selection here, and it's still quality. So I think it's kind of like best of both worlds. There are a lot of luxury buffets here, a lot of luxury hotel buffets in Metro Manila that kind of emphasize quality, and then you have something like Spiral, which gives you quality and selection. So this is kind of like, I don't want to say Spiral Junior. I don't want to say that.
Small buffet.
No, but this is, I think it's a good selection. I think it's a good selection of stuff. For me, best Sunday brunch buffet, but that's different. It's Finestra, of course.
Today is
And
Monday.
Spiral. Those are like my favorite buffets. But this one, pretty much solid, one of the top ones, I would say. Quality-wise, again, really good, above average, I think. There's nothing really to slate here, so not a bad dish to be had. Some better than others again, but that's the nature of the beast altogether. But generally speaking, good selection and great quality food. So that's about it on Okada Medley Weeknight Dinner Buffet. So Warren, take us home.
Alright guys, if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up and better yet, subscribe.
You have a few more hours in this buffet. You could try to get a second wind on your appetite, right?
I'm still full, I'm feeling like full right now.
Okay. So again, we're gonna show you more of this wonderful hotel. This is our first night at Okada Manila, and it's like,
Yeah, it is.
what do you think about this place so far?
Oh wow, that was so like freaking amazing. Here
Yeah.
inside it was like you're living like a legend. I mean like you're living like
Yeah.
a king or
Imagine 2 weeks ago you were in Pidig.
2
No one
weeks
knows
ago.
where Pidig is.
Actually 3
Except
weeks
those in
ago.
Ilocos Norte.
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever it is. Yeah, but now you're here in this magical, whimsical place. Yes, Okada. So we'll have more videos on this place, of course.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah,
Oh, we're
and
gonna
of
do
course
the casino
more.
here.
What?
Oh, we're gonna do the casino here? No.
Well, we can't. Sinya, no, you can't.
Yeah, that's awful.
Yeah.
But that's
But we have a lot of food and
That's
travel
great.
adventures left in us, of course. So subscribe. Yeah, and that's it. That's it. And Until the next video, keep cool but care, and remember Empire never ended.